Assalamu alaikum students, this is your English teacher from FEI. I hope you all are very well. Today we will be talking about an important topic of English grammar, that is adjectives. We'll see what adjectives are, what is their function, and what are its types. First of all, let's see what adjectives are. Adjectives are those words which modify or which describe a noun or a pronoun. एडजेक्टिव वो अल्फाज होते हैं जो एक नाउन या प्रोनाउन को डिस्क्राइब करते हैं या मॉडिफाई करते हैं. Adjectives are also called describing words. In other words, you could say that adjectives give more information about a noun or a pronoun. ये हमें एक noun के related और ज़्यादा information देते हैं. Adjectives answer such questions as what kind, अगर कोई चीज़ है तो वो कैसी है, कौन सी है, कितनी चीज़ें हैं. This is what adjective tells us. We can use adjectives to describe different things. For example, if you're talking about color or opinion, size, age, shape, origin, material, distance, temperature, time. At this time, we can use adjective. For example, if we have to use color, we can say this boy is wearing a red shirt. So shirt is our noun. Shirt इस sentence में हमारा noun है. तो shirt को और modify कौन कर रहा है? इसके related और ज़्यादा information कौन हमें दे रहा है? Red. This boy is wearing a red shirt. या if you have to express your opinion, she is a pretty lady. Or anything you want to talk about. Origin. कोई चीज़ कहाँ से belong करती है? German, Malaysia, if you have to use it in a sentence, I can say, he drives a big expensive German car. Car is our noun, but इस car के related हमें और ज़्यादा information कौन देता है? German, ठीक है? Yeah, I like French perfumes. It is quite hot today. Why are you so late? So all these words, and apart from these words, we have other words as well, which are used to describe a noun or a pronoun, and they are called adjectives. So we have certain types of adjectives which we'll be talking about, and we'll see what is their function and how are they used. We have qualitative or descriptive adjective, second quantitative adjective, third demonstrative adjective, possessive adjective, interrogative adjective, distributive adjective, and the last one we have is compound adjective. First and foremost, we see what qualitative or descriptive adjectives are. Mind you, students, descriptive adjectives are the most common adjectives which are used. सबसे ज़्यादा इस्तेमाल descriptive या qualitative adjectives ही होते हैं. And what are they used for? They are used to describe a certain quality. They are used to describe the quality of a person or a thing. एक शख्स की या एक चीज़ की कोई quality, कोई सिफत बयान करते हैं. Be it the size or the color or the shape or the purpose. We have certain words over here like we have tall or excellent, slim, young, square, plastic. ये सारी चीज़ें जो है, ये सारे अल्फाज किसी चीज़ की या किसी इंसान की सिफत बयान करने के लिए हम इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, द टॉल गर्ल इज़ माई क्लासमेट. सो दिस गर्ल, इट इज़ द नाउन इन आर सेंटेंस. इस गर्ल के रिलेटेड जो और ज़्यादा इंफॉर्मेशन हमें दे रहा है, दैट इज़ द वर्ड कॉल्ड टॉल. The tall girl is my classmate. So tall is our adjective here. Or these students achieved excellent results. Or you can say she is very slim. Or this box is made up of plastic. Now the second type of adjectives are quantitative adjective. What are quantitative adjectives? Quantitative adjectives are those adjectives which tell us or which show us how many of something, yeah, how much of something is available. These adjectives are used to indicate the number or amount of things. ये हम किस लिए इस्तेमाल करते हैं? जब हमें indicate करना होता है, जब हमें दिखाना होता है कि किसी चीज़ की कितनी मिकदार available है या कितनी चीज़ें, किस तादाद में कोई चीज़ हमारे पास available है. The words which we use to describe these quantitative adjectives are some, much, little, enough, all, no, any, whole, several, or we have other word as well. For example, we have a lot of. So all these words can be used when we have to indicate a number or we have to indicate the amount of something. For example, she found many pens under the table, or there was no milk in the jug. There are 37 students in the class. Or you can use these words in other sentences as well. आप लिख सकते हैं, she has many friends in Delhi. Yeah, there are 2 birds in that tree. So quantitative adjective क्या करता है? It indicates the number or amount of something. The next type of adjective is demonstrative adjective. So what is this demonstrative adjective? Demonstrative adjectives are those adjectives or those words which point out which person or things are meant. ये हमें बताते हैं हम किस इंसान या किस चीज़ की बात कर रहे हैं. You know, these are used to point out nouns or pronouns. And there are 4 demonstrative adjectives which we use to point out nouns or pronouns. These are this, these, that, and those. This or that जो है बेटा, we use them with singular nouns, and these and those we use them with plural nouns. For example, this is my friend Dina. Yeah, those books belong to her. So demonstrative pronouns का क्या काम होता है? When we point out certain nouns or pronouns in a sentence. Next comes interrogative adjectives. आपको नाम से ही पता चल गया होगा कि interrogative adjectives क्या होते हैं. Interrogative adjectives are used for asking questions. ठीक है? We use them with noun to ask questions. What, whose, where, why, how, and which. Whose pen is this? Yeah. Which way shall we go? What book is that? Which book is yours? So all those words which are used with noun to ask questions are called interrogative adjectives. Next comes possessive adjectives. Possessive adjectives कौन से adjectives होते हैं? Possessive adjectives indicate possession. They are used to show possession. कोई चीज़ किसकी है? कोई चीज़ किसको belong करती है? My, your, his, her, our, their, its. For example, this is her hat. Hat हमारा noun है, लेकिन her इसको दिखाता है कि ये belong करती है किसी दूसरे बंदे को, ये उसकी hat है. या their parents came to my house yesterday. उसके parents, उनके parents कल मेरे घर आए थे. तो जब हमें ये दिखाना होता है कि कोई चीज़ किसको belong करती है, तब हम possessive adjectives का इस्तेमाल करते हैं. The next adjective which is in our list is distributive adjective. Now what are distributive adjectives? Distributive adjectives are those adjectives which refer to each one of a number, right? They are used to show that the persons or things are counted collectively. जब भी हम a group of persons को एक साथ count करते हैं, collectively एक group में count करते हैं, उस वक्त हम distributive adjectives लगाते हैं. और English language में 4 distributive adjectives है, that is each, every, either and neither. या जब हमें किसी member of a group को as individual refer करना होगा, तब भी हम distributive adjective लगाते हैं. For example, each participant was asked to complete a survey. Either of these movies would be interesting to me. Yeah, every word of what he said is true. Each boy got his share. So this is how distributive adjectives are used. Then comes the last one, that is compound adjective. Compound adjective, it is made up of 2 or more words, and it is often linked together with hyphens to link the words together to show that it is one adjective. Students, if you remember my previous lecture, which was on punctuation, and while I was talking about hyphen, usage of hyphen, where we use hyphen, I also mentioned there these compound adjectives, that when we have to use compound adjectives, we put a hyphen in between. So these, here are these compound adjectives, which are usually made up of 2 or more words, and That is why they are called compound adjectives. I'm sure you know about compound words, words which are made up of two or more words. So this is the case with compound adjectives as well. We use a hyphen and we put them together and we use them to in different sentences. For example, we have to be open-minded about things, or the lady is wearing a pair of high-heeled shoes. ठीक है? Now there are comparison of adjectives. You know that there are three forms of comparison. One is positive, second one is comparative, and the third one is superlative. Positive, you know, the base word, the base adjective, but we'll see what is this comparative or superlative adjective. Whenever we have to compare two things at that time, we use comparative adjective. When we have to compare two things, and we use er with the base word to form a comparative adjective. And then comes the superlative adjective or superlative degree of adjective. A superlative degree of adjective is used when you compare three or more things. When you have to compare two things, at that time we use comparative degree of adjective, but when there are more than three things, then at that time we use superlative degree of adjective and we use est. But there are certain words where we don't use er or est, we have to use more or most. This is what you have to keep in your mind. I hope it is clear to all of you. Go through the video twice or thrice in order to completely get the nuances of what I said. Prepare accordingly and take good care of yourselves until I'll be back with my another video. Allah Hafiz.